Check. So I'm working. Hello everyone. I will be fixing them soon. I'm on. I don't think they can hear you. Oh.
Yes, hello.
We are here.
It is I, Squiddy Maximus.
We are scuffed once again. You have grown accustomed to our scuffiness.
Boosh.
Welcome.
Welcome once again.
Welcome to the part that won't be in the YouTube video.
Yes, thank you for bearing with us. We start the stream as we ended the last time one with technical difficulties, but that's one of our big sort of marketing points of no. So thank you once again for joining us here on Saviours DND for our weekly Dungeons and Dragons stream. We are currently in the depths of a Drow stronghold where our party have now, I suppose, come to a bit of a, I don't know, a state of equal with a Rakshasa. But anyway, I'm skipping ahead. So thank you for being here. If you have not followed us here at twitch.tv/SavioursDnD, please do so. We're very grateful for all the support, just being here and active in chat. You will also find links to our Twitter and our YouTube in the information below the stream, and again, any new followers, subscribers, donations will be read out at the end of the stream. We also have a sponsor, Libris Arcana, so if you are needing some new dice or anything, and head over there, you can get 25% discount from the first month of their dice subscription using the code SAVIOURS at checkout. And although it's a subscription, there is no minimum contract, so you can just take out 1 month and still get the discount. Okay. Who shall I pick on? I think I shall go for Mr. Emeros. Tell us who you are and your character.
I will. Hello everyone, I'm Emeros and I play the yuan-ti druid Xeric, who also druid multi-classed warlock. Yeah, that's me.
Absolutely. Dombro.
Yeah. I am Dombro and I play Alton. Bard. Mute and speaks through the power of his raven. He is currently a T-Rex, but we'll get to that.
Indeed. Mr. Jabberwocky?
I'm Jabberwocky, and I'm a sleepy boy with a rumbly tummy.
Yeah.
I play Scale, who is not sleepy and also doesn't have a rumbly tummy.
I just like the phrase rumbly tummy.
No, I said it
Rumbly
twice.
tumbly. Okay. Scale is a monk as well, isn't she?
Oh, yeah,
Particularly
whatever.
not sleepy.
That part doesn't matter.
No. And by last but no means least, Mr. Terrorblades.
Yay! I play Mara Clearwater, a human cleric for Joaquin, with the custom-made trade domain, and she has a dwarven defender, a fighter champion called Garvin.
Indeed.
Yes.
And as I sort of jumped into a little bit there, the party are currently fighting their way through a Drow stronghold of an organization called the Silken Woe, and have left a huge trail of death and destruction behind them, having cut the organization off of the head by killing the mistress of the organization as well. Well, not so much killing them as Alton in his current T-Rex form has literally eaten her. And they now find themselves in a moment of deadlock with, they thought they had rescued the reason that they have come here to rescue the Overgold, who is the leader of Mara's church. And after a little bit of confusion where Mara was ensorcelled by him, it has turned out that he has actually been replaced with a demonic creature called a Rakshasa. You currently have him trapped in a cell. Alton, in his T-Rex form, has sort of backed into the cell and blocked the door so he can't get out. But so far, your attacks have proved fruitless, as he seems to be quite immune to an awful lot of damage. Now, there's a little bit of a mistake made by me last week where he took damage that he shouldn't have, and his ensorcelling of Mara dropped, but I'm not going to backpedal at all because that was completely my fault. Oh, the kitty. Sorry. I got very distracted there. I love kitty cats.
You're on the internet. It's the place to love them.
Yeah, absolutely. Kitty.
Kitty doesn't like
When we experienced our technical difficulties, it had been the Rakshasa's go, and it had just attacked Alton. So, in response, we shall start off today. We are still in initiative order, and start with Alton's response to having his tail clawed to shit by this tiger creature.
Okay. Is he? He's yeah. I think at this moment
he's in the cell, and you in your last go said you backed into the doorway and stuck your tail in so that he's blocked in.
Yeah. But I think since then, I there was various of my teammates were kind of giving me looks like, we gotta get him out of there, sort of thing. So
I would never give you that look.
Am I misremembering that? I think someone said something.
No.
No,
Okay.
I don't watch this show.
I don't think so.
I don't
Watch
watch
this
shows.
I feel that.
So
Hey, I do watch this show. Damn it.
okay. So no one said anything. I misremembered that. Maybe I was thinking that.
I think we're kind of in an impasse because
Yeah.
Mara knew that he's magically immune and said as much.
And I know he's physically immune.
Yes.
And I have punchers.
Oh
No.
yeah,
So
I think
I think it was said
Magical
actually
weapons.
that now at this moment in time, Scale and Garvin are probably the only two people that can actually harm him having magical weapons.
Yeah.
I think with both Scale and Garvin at the ready, I think Alton will get up and walk
Ooh, I think,
out of range down.
man, I sure would love to be healed before you put us in the front lines.
We'll put you in the front lines. You
We're
did.
about to be.
You put you in the front lines.
Don't
No.
worry.
Yeah. So Alton will come down here. I think
Maybe-
he will make space. He will make space, and he will leave the rack. He will end his turn there.
Okay.
Gonna die.
Goblin moves there.
Where's my
Leave him come out. Need to get him out of the room.
Right. Well, it's Garvin's goal. So after Alton, so you can take his goal.
He moves over there, and he brings out the edge of the mountain.
Gross. That's my catchphrase.
Yeah,
By the way.
gross. Yeah, actually, maybe he should. Let's see. Damn it!
Doing.
I think
What's
he.
doing?
I think he had a minor healing potion left with the regular one.
Your
Definitely.
character.
If
Well,
it's not in his inventory, he doesn't.
Yep. That's always a rule. If it's not written down, it doesn't exist.
That's why I write down made up things.
yeah, same here.
Same.
Anyway,
Vorpal sword? What
always
is this?
forgetting those made up things. A Vorpal sword.
Oh shit, that's the worst thing you could have said.
Garvin pulls out his Illithid Destroyer Spelljammer
Well,
vessel.
too bad it's a Rakshasa.
And
what's he doing, Terror? Come on.
Jammer
Yeah.
vessel.
Go on,
He
let's
stands
go
there
on,
and he
go on.
readies attacks.
Okay,
Give
so
the
he's
Rakshasa,
holding an attack action if Rakshasa comes into his threat range.
Got it.
That's fine. Absolutely. I'll move that dead drow out your way as well, so that there's
Two of them. There's one under. Yeah,
There's a
Okay,
couple
don't
of
worry,
them
I'll put you
actually. So,
back.
few of them.
There's a lot.
these drow just get
Yeah.
everywhere. That battle.
I'm glad our stealth option worked.
What stealth option? No one
You
took that
did try it.
seriously.
You did start trying to have a stealth action.
Oh yeah, but
Yeah.
who thought that was going to
Absolutely
last?
tits up.
That was never going to last.
We
That-
did the Assassin's Creed stealth action.
It's a
where as soon as
meme
we're
at this
found,
point that we
murder
all start
everybody in the
stealthing.
game.
Yeah, that is. It's just like a game of Assassin's Creed.
Yeah. Nobody saw me because
any-
everybody's dead.
If everybody's
any
dead, no
bonus
one can
action
tell
in
on this.
Terror? Does he have a potion in his inventory or not?
He has nothing in his inventory.
Right. Okay, so he doesn't have one. Mara, you are next.
Let's see. Let me just remove the shield from Garvin as well, so I don't forget to do that later.
The other thing is that the bless is now worn off as well because you've had it. Everyone that had the bless, it's definitely been more than 10 turns since it was
The one that
cast.
I cast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine
but it's
still
also
lasts an
concentration.
hour.
Oh yeah, that's right. Your one does because it was from the potion of heroism, wasn't it?
It's the best. It's the best item I've used in this whole game.
Yeah, it's good.
My bless is also concentration, so the spirit guardians would have removed it as well.
Removed it anyway, but that's fine. Good, good.
Mara cast the second scroll of Mass Cure Wounds.
Okay.
Ooh, 14 plus 20 plus 5, 25 for the entire party.
Wow,
Cool.
that's a hefty heal.
Yes.
Nice.
Any movement or bonus actions?
She. Oh no! Yeah, damn it. Yeah, using the scroll is an action, right?
Yes.
Indeed.
Yeah, damn it. Then Mara will end her turn.
Okay, that's fine. We are then back to the top of the turn, so we're back to Cyric. So you've seen
Wait.
Alton in his T-Rex form back off and put.
Did I didn't have a turn, or did we start in the turn order that we had started with last time?
We started with the turnover we had last time. So
I see.
We're already
Sorry.
halfway through. When we started today, we were halfway through it. Because I don't know if you remember last week, we had internet problems, so we usually
Oh,
do
yeah,
the
that-
top at
I
the
think
top
he
of the
was
turn
gone, yeah.
order. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
that's right, that's
why. So this is the start of the next new turn, and you are top of the turn order.
All right. Well, I got two questions. Does Flame Blade count as a magical weapon, or
Yeah.
does it count as a spell?
I believe it's a weapon.
It
That's
probably does.
that's my idea of it anyway.
Because I'm not sure. That's
To be honest, it could be argued either.
yeah. That's
Yeah.
why I have to ask. So
I'm just reading the. Well, it does fire damage, so. Because what Mara told you all was that it was immune to non-magical bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage. It does not have resistances to fire, and your spell Flame Blade does fire damage. So it's
okay.
in the form of a scimitar, but it doesn't do slashing damage like a normal scimitar. It does fire damage.
So could this hurt him? That's what I'm asking.
Way to find out.
You would
Melee
imagine
spell
so.
attack.
Yeah. Or do I have to roll something for it?
We have to roll the hit.
I think before it's like this is literally one of those cases that you need to try it to work out if it does the damage or not.
All right. So, I think yeah. So
You're probably not going to get in this threat range just now anyway, I don't think.
no, but I'm gonna enter the room at least.
Mm-hmm.
And I am indeed going to cast a flame blade. So he has a shield. He snaps his fingers, and a spark ignites into a burning blade.
Nice.
Stands ready.
Nice.
Could I use a bonus action to just look around the room to see if I can find anything that could pass as a club or a quarterstaff? Just anything made of wood that's long and grabbable, I guess.
There's a chair, so you could
Dead drow
break
next
it.
to you.
There's not, because Alton's eaten the dead drow. Oh no, there are. There's two small dead drows. So there's short swords, basic ordinary short swords on the floor that you can pass.
Does not help, but I did from
There's
the
a
table
smashed table legs that you could take.
Yeah.
Because Alton
Yeah.
is after standing on that table a few times, so
Yeah, I mean that table as well.
Good enough.
Yeah, so
Good
table
enough.
leg. Okay.
Yeah, so he stands close to one of those at least. So
Yep.
one of the
that's
legs.
fine.
Yep.
Not a problem.
And,
Yeah, because they would have flown off in different directions. So like, absolutely, we can say there's one nearby in one of the squares next to where you are.
Good. Yep.
Scale. That leaves you next.
Okay. I'm going to drink a regular healing potion that I have in my inventory. Because
Okay.
I'm not at max health yet, and I'm concerned about this fight because I have to be melee range. So I heal for 9, which puts me just so close to max. And
So that's your bonus action.
yeah.
Damn it.
I will come to here, and also, ooh, no, I'm gonna try my ranged water first, see if that's
Mhm.
effective before I get all stabbing with my sword. Before I start shanking him.
So you're peeing on him.
Okay, so yeah, that's a nat one. So nope, that one misses. And that one's a nat 20, motherfucker. I only.
He blocks that. No, he doesn't.
So yeah, good old 2d6 of damage. 9 plus 3.
12.
12 damage. On a crit.
Oh, damn!
Good job. See, I
Oh.
should use my sword because then he'd go unconscious. But
how's
no.
he looking, huh?
How's he looking, huh?
Is he shaking his
That
boots?
definitely does have the effect that Scale would expect, and with that blow, you see the Rakshasa seems to be rendered bloodied. It's got a few wounds on it now. It's starting to tell the toll of the hits and magic that
They're not
it has
healthy.
taken.
Trickery. No, don't trust them.
Scale wiggles her eyebrows, just like impressed.
In my mind, they're going like Mr.
So no
Bean.
bonus action because you've already chugged the potion, so that be your go over unless you're.
I'm gonna move away a bit
I
because
think you've got another 15 feet of movement or something, so yeah, that's fine. Not a problem.
I'll be over here.
It is Mr. Rakshasa's move, and he's going to move to there,
I don't
and
like
he is going to look deeply into Garvin's eyes and go, I suggest that you run as fast as you can to the end of the pier and jump in the water and then swim for shore. And I need Garvin to make a DC 18 wisdom saving throw.
Bye-bye.
Oh, and his bless is gone now too.
Yes.
Yep.
I didn't by any chance inspire him at any point.
You can't as a T-Rex.
No, he would still have inspiration, wouldn't he?
The T-Rex
For 10,
arms.
for
with-
10 minutes, I don't think you did.
I don't remember doing it.
No. So what, have you rolled yet, Terror?
I'm using Indomitable.
Okay.
So, because that first one was not high enough. And that's the same fucking number, he fails.
Yeah, boy.
Okay.
Bye, Garvin.
Classic Garvin.
Wait. You can add half your...
Sucking with style.
No. Fucking damn it. Yeah.
Bye,
Yeah.
Garvin.
Sadly enough, as fast as he can is not very fast.
No, it's true.
He'll still be visible
don't-
for a few rounds.
It's just 50 feet.
It is then going to back off to here. Alton, it is your go.
I just need buffs. Just buff me.
Alton will
Okay.
I just
Back
need a
to-
yoked out monk.
regular Alton.
I'm just swapping you out.
So,
Because I can't be charmed, boy. I mean, I can, but I can also. But different.
So-
I don't know.
when Alton transforms, he basically compacts, but his arms were still the same. So
Yeah,
they're like
it's
the
like
one
it's like
constant.
the body moves into the arms.
And then he's like sort of 4 feet in the air, and,
and-
it just sort of drops down.
Cartoon run and boom onto his butt.
And he's very full.
Like Wiley Coyotes run off the edge of a cliff.
Yeah, he as he sort of reaches the ground, you see him pull a long white hair out of his mouth.
Oh.
Just so full right now.
Yeah.
Full of
Deformed stomach.
Food baby.
Yeah.
So yes, so Alton does that. He will then. Has Garvin moved yet?
No.
He has to move on his turn.
Alton will run over here, and he will pull Scale's fists in front of him.
Mhm.
He will
Yes.
take out the poison, and he will cover her bandages with the or whatever she is wearing on her fists.
She's probably gloves. She's not stupid.
Cool. So they are glistening now with a poison that I have to look it up. The good poison. That's all I know.
I do recall this
is
good poison.
Written somewhere. Yes. It's the vial. So you have now got tetrodotoxin on your fists.
From the blue ringed octopus.
Yep. And every time you hit, or essentially when you hit, there
I-
would be
I think I said it was a one
Okay.
shot thing, but it would be massive damage.
Yep.
yeah.
I forgot to say as flavor that Scale just licks her fists before she punches anyone.
Well, then she's fine.
I forgot to say it's a contact poison as well. So Scale, can you make me a DC 30? No, let me show.
So just so you know, if you want to take this down jabber for yourself, there will be a DC 15 con save made. On a fail, it's 10d10 worth of damage. I don't know if half as much goes in. That wasn't really written down, so I don't know. Up to Squid. So there you go. That's what you and Alton will look up to you with sort of his mad head darting around the place, and he will say, "May come down to just you."
I love Mad Garvin. Alton. Any movement or bonus actions, Alton?
Bonus. Anyone look damaged? Or are we all kind of okay?
Garvin's roughly bloodied. So you can
Okay.
see he's got quite a lot of bumps and bruises and scorch marks and stab wounds.
For all we know,
I'm fine.
He could be going on an adventure, a dangerous mission that none of us know about. So we will just do a first level healing word on him,
Yep.
and Alton will point to him, and out of his palm will come like a radiating energy. Say Laius, and 1d4 plus 9. So, you want me to roll, or do you want to?
No, you roll it. That's fine.
He heals for 12.
Nice.
That's pretty good. Oh,
Yeah.
not 100. No. Yeah. Okay.
Plus 9.
I was
And
about to say.
Yeah, where did that come from?
It's
Oh, sorry, I read
Garvin's
the
goal.
attack. I read the attack.
Yeah.
Well, what am I
It
adding
should just
then?
be a modifier.
It would
Modifier,
just be 5.
right?
It would
So,
just be plus 5.
yeah.
Plus 5, so 8.
What?
Yeah, just add, just minus 4. It's Gucci.
25
We
more
get-
Yeah,
feet.
done it.
Garvin.
Then it's Garvin's goal, who you see he has a funny look in his eye and he just runs away
No.
through the door and down the corridor.
Garvin?
Doesn't say anything.
Mara raises an eyebrow as he runs past her, but then she realizes something. Oh no, I forgot.
Garvin,
Mhm.
where did you go? Okay. I wasn't paying attention because I was looking for my notes. How much damage does it take?
10d10 on a fail.
10d10.
Oh, that's what I was too busy looking for my notebook.
That's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of D10.
That's a lot of nuts.
Probably, if you get to roll that, probably just do it in roll 20 just for time-saving exercises.
Probably find 10d10.
Yeah. Mara,
I
is
think
your goal.
when Alton said it might just come down to you, I think that's barred against at a d10. too.
Oh, sweet.
Mara runs over and catches up to Garvin, and she casts Protection from Evil,
Okay.
and that gives him the ability to have. The target is already charmed, frightened, and possessed by such a creature. The target has advantage on any new saving throw against the relevant effect. So,
Okay.
if he gets a saving,
That's fine. Nothing is triggered a new saving throw at this moment in time.
Pull down your mic a bit, Emros. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Better.
let's see, and that's my action. Could I do something else to try and stop him?
You can grapple him.
Ask me.
Yeah, could I try and grapple him?
Well,
Is protection from evil an action? Because
Yeah.
you couldn't this turn then. Because grappling him would be an action.
And I don't really have anything as a bonus. Well, I guess that's it then.
Wait,
Yeah.
Mara ran after Garvin.
I cast.
Okay.
Yeah.
I cast protection from evil, so if he gets a fresh saving throw, he gets advantage on it.
Yeah.
After Mara, we're back to the top of the turn. So, Cyric, it is you.
Can I pick up and carry one of those legs with me? Would that take an action, or would it be a bonus action?
I'll say that's your bonus action to pick it up.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll pick it up and carry it with me.
Yep.
Do I have enough movement to get close to the cat demon?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Good.
Yeah.
Then I walk up to him and attempt to hit him with my burning sword.
Fuego blade.
Fuego blade. Let's see. So. Okay. Will a 23 hit him?
Yeah, 323 will hit it. Absolutely.
Okay, so
Kick his ass, Seabass.
he takes 3d6 fire damage.
Oh,
Does he take 96 fire damage?
You've gone sideways on us.
I have. Oh, sorry. Yeah, 3d6. Fire damage.
That's me asking Squid if he does.
Does he?
That's me asking
yeah.
Squid.
He does.
Yeah.
He hisses at you and does not like the feel of flame blade at all. So
Wonderful.
what did you roll?
I rolled a 9. Because it's just 3d6, no modifiers or anything, it's just...
just
Yeah.
3d6.
That's
For a second level spell, that's pretty decent, sir. I'm
Mhm.
perfectly fine. Yeah, I'm gonna end my turn here.
Okay. Scale. It is you.
Right. Just double. Yep, I have no key points. Perfect. I want to just double check that mentally. I am.
You've been doing an awful lot of flurrying and things, so
Yeah, I'm gonna punch him.
yeah,
I'm gonna punch him with my poison fist.
Have inspiration.
I do. Yeah, I'll use it. Ah, yeah, to have over 20.
Yep, absolutely.
Sweet. That's so DC if poison affects him.
Yeah, 15
Only they
on.
con DC.
Which isn't super high, but if it's a lot of damage. If
I did 5 punching damage.
5 punching damage. And the con save rolls at +4.
snake eyes, snake
Alright.
eyes, snake eyes.
Not quite, but I rolled a 4 for an 8.
Ooh.
Yes.
Roll 20. Roll 20.
53 damage.
Jesus.
53 plus 4, 59 or 58. No, 57.
So, Jabber, how do you want to do this? In the words of the mighty man himself.
Yeah.
So, seeing as there's a bed in the room, I think Scale is like, all right, she doesn't know how long the poison's gonna last on her fists. She also doesn't know if it's gonna eat through her gloves and poison her. So she's like, bat out of hell, sprints into the room, does like a weird sideways turn, like slides on the ground to catch herself, and just runs up and punches him in the face.
Nice.
If any of you have seen Inglorious Bastards, it's like the
Yeah.
gun, the wrist gun, where he just runs in, just punches. And then she's just gonna do a second punch on the side of the face, just in case, just because I've got 2 fists of it. You're muted.
Oh, yeah, sorry. You can see that the punch doesn't do a lot of damage at all, but it does enough to break the skin and let the poison in, and you see
Melt his
these
jaw off.
horrible sort of tracing black and blue, like it's a super cerulean blue color actually that mimics the color of the rings and the octopus, and it just sort of crawls out from the point of contact under the skin, and you can see it starting to sort of necrotize the flesh behind it, and you can see he's panicked for a while and sort of scrabbles backwards into the corner before sort of slowly slumping to the ground. And where you initially punched him, there's now this sort of pock-marked hole through his cheek as the poison starts to rot his flesh away. He is very clearly dead.
Yeah, she just got punched again.
Yeah, I mean that's fine, you know. Yeah, that's like the guy out of sort of Walking Dead, just sort of making sure he's dead. Make both, because only Seric and Scale can do this. So both of you make what sort of roll? Let's call it a religion roll. It's not an effect. It's nothing to worry. It's about something that you may or may not notice.
Not one.
Ooh.
I don't.
Yeah. I'm gonna see where it is.
I
There.
noticed that my fist is super effective against demons, like devils. I have the new god fist.
No, 8.
Okay, that's fine.
When a veritable angel from a cleric does nothing to this monster and I can punch it, who is better?
Remember, Coda, the steel is strongest.
I now have a god complex. I will put that in my character sheet.
I killed the
Seems to
demon.
be a bit of a theme with you at the moment, Jab. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a bit worried. No. sorry, I can't play D&D anymore. I've joined a cult. I'm super happy. Bye.
I started a cult. Thank you
Yeah.
very much.
Yeah.
He only comes back to make a commercial for the cult. Surely I am.
Anyway, obviously we're out of initiative now. Garvin, however, is continuing to run away from you.
I want to. Oh, damn.
He's-
Damn it, Garvin.
If we're out of initiative, can Alton sort of just make his way to the hall where Garvin ran out in front of him?
Well, if you're catching up with Garvin, it's got to stay in initiative because his turn comes before.
That's why I was wondering where he
before.
was in
Yeah.
initiative.
So. Yeah. Okay. So yes, where was he before? I'll put him back because Alton's first.
He was like up there, right? Yeah.
So Alton, you act before Garvin, and Mara acts after Garvin.
Yep.
Yeah.
Alton will come to the doorway. And say something like, "Stop this madness." And he'll throw a dagger at Garvin.
Okay.
Shink.
It's pretty good. 23 to hit.
Wow.
Hits.
I was actually concerned. I didn't think you could hit Garvin, to be honest.
But
He is
the other thing
aware.
is, he does have Edge of the Mountain out, so he doesn't have his shield at the moment as well. So his armor class is
Yeah.
3 lower than normal.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's 48.
So here comes the sweet D4.
Nice.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter
I know.
how much damage. So you get to make another DC 18 Wisdom saving throw, Terror, but with advantage because of the protection from evil spell that Mara cast on him.
It is 5 damage.
So the first one was a 3. Still fails.
Alton
We love
takes
you,
out another
Garvin.
dagger, ready for the next.
Yeah.
don't worry. I'll
Mara,
catch I still have one poison fist. Come on, Garvin. Let's do this. I don't know this is happening.
Mara,
me neither.
It would be you next.
Right. I don't have that many spell slots or things. Ah, damn it.
Cantrips.
Yeah, it just doesn't feel right to hit him with like Sacred Flame.
Hit him with it.
Yeah.
It's fine. It'll burn the evil out of him. Yeah.
Cleanse.
We have to find out if Garvin is a witch.
Except to stop him from killing himself.
Yeah.
Put him on trial.
We don't know what's in that lobby that we actually.
Let's see.
Huh?
It's right. So now I'll engage in PvP with myself. Mara will cast Sacred Flame, and Garvin needs to make. Let's see. I think it was agility.
Dex.
Yeah,
Dexterity.
and he fails.
He's so dexterous, though.
Yeah, and so he takes the requisite 2d8.
We're gonna kill
Oh
him.
dear.
Don't worry. Would you just knock him unconscious?
That works.
Then he can't run.
Yeah, and he takes 10 damage. I mean, we are getting down there. Right, and then he makes another save.
Jokes aside, Scale would have seen him run.
Yeah, I know.
He failed again.
And
He failed again.
Have you just failed 2 wisdom saving throws with advantage in a row?
Such a failure.
That's quite funny. Right, Cyric and Scale, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna run because I can get this far. I'm like a
How?
If
missile.
you had a key point, you could go
I
another.
could have got to him, but that's my
Yeah.
dash action, so I'm
Okay.
there.
Okay.
As a bonus action, I'm gonna chuck Richard.
He can flick his ear for 1 point of damage.
Make let's call it what, DC 14 Dex. Just for accuracy.
Oh, me got it. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I rolled a 19, so just
Restrict.
just in case we lose him, he's got a friend.
Mhm.
Because he's going into the water, which is
S-
Richard's home territory.
I imagine Richard stuck on his shoulder, just flick him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wake
I
up.
didn't give him that command. I
An
just
ice
threw him.
poke.
I was busy running.
Yeah.
But maybe Richard knows. Maybe Richard is more aware than we think.
He's sentient.
Yeah.
I'm desperately
He's a funny
trying to
man.
find the stats for undead.
Oh.
I can't remember.
Crawling
Crawling
hand.
hand, that's what it is. Yeah, I couldn't remember exactly what it was called. But whilst I'm looking this up, Ceric, if you want to take any actions, you go ahead.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna start loot this room, especially this guy.
That was my plan, but I was like, I'm the only one.
Nah, I'm counting on you.
Yeah. Should have just thrown my poison glove at him.
That might kill him.
Stop.
He's got enough open wounds on him.
Yeah.
It's possible. Make a investigation check, Ceric.
That's great.
Nice.
Nice.
So let's hope there's something.
Okay. Yes, there will be, but we'll let's come back to that because like me rolling on like
Tables.
loot tables and stuff
Yeah.
like that isn't the most exciting. But
Fine.
remember that you got a crit, and I will get back to that. What I'll maybe do, I know we're quite a lot, but we'll maybe just sort of put loot, and I'll do the roll in the break in half an hour or so,
Yeah.
and then I'll advise what they all. So you can just say I grab all the stuff and put it in a bag,
Yeah.
sort of thing at the moment.
Essentially, yeah.
But there are loots to be had, absolutely.
Wonderful. Yeah, and that's what I'm gonna do.
Cool. In that case, so Scale and Circle gone, Rakshasa dead, we're back to Alton.
Aha. Alton will move up. Yeah, up there, and he will throw a dagger.
So that'll be disadvantage because it's out with 20 feet for the range of a dagger.
We have to be within 20 feet for a dagger.
Dagger's range is 20-60, so you have to be within 20 feet to roll at normal. If you're within 20 and 60 feet, you roll at disadvantage. If you're further away than 60 feet, it's impossible to hit.
Very well.
Do it. Do it.
Do it.
19.
AC?
Exactly 19.
Yeah, so that hits.
So it just comes burring past Scale's ear. It's like a little bee, like a zzz.
These are really horrible, sort of scabby daggers that you found.
Yes.
Right, okay,
Can we
so
get a
I'm
tetanus
just
roll?
reminded to, yes,
Yeah.
exactly what I was saying. I remember to roll for tetanus.
5 damage altogether again.
Okay, so another 2 wisdom saving throws, Maren. I love how this is, instead of like the deadly fight, this is sort of turned into a Benny Hill sketch.
It's more of
Fuck this dice!
It's more of I hope he can get away before we knock him unconscious.
I don't mind knocking him unconscious.
I've only
You
got
hope he
poison.
doesn't go away because he's going to die and drown if he jumps in the sea.
Oh,
Light armor.
He's resistant to poison.
Yeah, but
Oh,
again,
yeah.
we don't. What do you mean
He's failed another advantage wisdom.
Oh, why don't we just let him die? He never rolls well.
Yeah. That's a possibility.
Yeah.
Because that's not very
I
casual.
love you too, Alton, you fucker. Stop doing at me. So that was Alton's go. Garvin moves again.
It's not very cash money
Balls.
of you, Elton.
It's not very what?
Not very cash money of you.
Money.
Cash
Lil
money.
Wayne? What are you talking about?
Legion!
That's some
don't
movement. What a fight. Whoa. Whoa. What a sprinty boy. I thought I had a chance to catch up to him. Gonna make me dash again. Whose turn is it?
Sorry, it's Mara.
Right. Give me 2 seconds.
Give you 3.
Let's see.
two.
Damn it. How far can you use the ring of teleportation?
30
What?
feet.
30 feet.
Misty step, you mean, right?
No, the ring of teleportation.
What?
The one we got from the Drow.
That's Misty Step.
30
Yeah.
feet.
Oh. Fuck. But that won't help.
I was about to say, I can't remember giving you a
Probably
ring of
not.
teleportation. That's well overpowered.
Yeah.
It's the one we had so many from like the Drow bar got one of it.
Yeah.
Misty Step.
They're all Misty step.
Yeah.
Right.
Alan's probably got one in his stomach.
He's
Yeah.
got one on his finger, too.
Alton's going to have an interesting shite tomorrow morning.
He's, after Garvin turns the corner, he's just going to turn around and start walking back towards the room.
Okay.
I got it.
So, Mara, what are you up to?
Mara will. Let's see. She will dash.
She's going upstairs.
Because like this is.
No, that's an upper landing, so you'd
But
be,
you can't see down here, or okay, yeah. And then
this bit up here is a walkway that's above the corridor you're in. That's all I mean.
then she'll
Yeah,
use the teleportation ring to get over there.
Mhm.
And then in desperation, she will fire the fucking crossbow at the hand.
No,
crossbow.
no,
No, you
you've
won't.
dashed and used a bonus action, so you can't do anything.
Oh yeah, okay, never mind. Then she would just try and shout for him. Garvin, no! Toad,
Garvin's
Does
my
it- does-
baby!
stay!
Has he gotten any, like, saves off his own bat without getting attacked?
No,
You don't
No,
get
hold
it.
on.
you don't get them with suggestion.
Because it's like your mass suggestion spell. They
Mhm.
run.
She would just shout after him.
Ceric and Scale next.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna go and explore the
Okay.
other rooms. Gonna run, and I don't know how to do the drag along thingy.
If you pick up the your token and hit the right button of your mouse, that's when
Yep.
and then it'll start tracking a thing so you can see how distance and stuff.
I think he's on his phone, isn't he?
No,
Laptop?
I'm on,
Oh no, he's on his laptop.
yeah, on my grill's laptop, and it's not. Yeah, I don't know. I suppose I'll get to somewhere around here.
Yeah.
That will be
Yep, that's fine. That's fine.
It's
Scale, are you doing anything other than running, or is that?
I'm
the
gonna
sum
attack
total?
him. I'm gonna attack him 3 times.
Well, once. I thought you did you not dash there?
I didn't dash. No.
Oh, you didn't
I have,
dash, right? Okay,
I have 45 feet of movement.
right. Okay, that's fine. Sorry, that's
I
what I
just-
thought. I thought you
Yeah,
were dashing.
Yeah. No, if I dashed, I could get in melee, but then I wouldn't get 3 attacks, and I think 3 attacks is more important.
Okay,
poor Garvin.
Yeah,
Over 19.
yeah.
Actually, that one I have to actually math that one. Exactly 19.
hits.
Dirty 20. Man, this bless is the only thing keeping me in the running.
So then I'll make
Whew.
3
Yeah, make 3.
more attempts.
Make 6 rolls.
A crit! Fucking Christ!
Finally,
I'm still
Oh,
attacking.
You're still doing they've said
I'm still doing 3 times, so
Yes,
even if you broke off the first one, I'm gonna attack you 2 more
all
times.
three damages.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Give it to me, babe.
I just rolled 3 ones for damage.
Surely you shouldn't be disappointed when you're attacking an ally.
I'm disappointed for a
Doesn't
lot
matter.
of things.
Yeah, it's Jack.
So that's 12 damage total.
Okay.
Ugh.
However,
Gross.
one of those was the dendrotoxin because it was on both hands. So
Oh, I know it's a ranged. It's my.
it's the
water.
ranged one, so it is. So it is.
You
You're right,
dirty
you're right.
bugger.
Yeah. He knows.
I'm
It
as
sees his
disappointed
health.
as you.
That's how his
I'm as
squid
disappointed
brain
as you.
works.
Squid. I wanted to punch him.
He's got salt
really
on the
badly.
membrane.
Okay. Okay, so it's like, oh, Jesus Christ, stop. It doesn't say Jesus Christ because that doesn't exist. You know what I mean?
He gets hit in the back with one water blade. He's like, oh, got it, stop. And the second water blade, it's like, no, stop, I'm fine now. Third water blade.
Got the liquid swords.
So, yes.
Second attack.
No, we're out of
No,
finish.
we've done all
I
three.
did all 3. I just did shitty damage.
Oh. Okay, sorry.
Yeah,
So we
I'm
are
sad
all
too.
properly out of initiative now.
I think when Syrup comes out, Alta's just walking back towards him.
Yeah.
Dwarf is stupid. What did you find?
At the first remark, yeah. To the second, I don't know. Stuff.
Shiny bubbles.
Here's what we didn't find: the fucking overgold.
Yeah, I'm
Who?
gonna check this. I'm gonna check these rooms.
The dude
Just
that we
walks
came
in.
here for.
We found him. He was a tiger man.
No,
Mara's gonna
Was that
hug
the overgold?
Carlin.
I think so.
Oh, problem solved then.
Yeah.
Great, let's go home.
It's time to go home.
So those rooms, Eric, were already checked before you went in there. They're all just empty cells. There's nothing in those rooms along the top.
We
Oh,
actually already
what's
looked
behind
in
this
all of
door
them.
then?
Yes. So it's only rooms that are blacked out from your point of view that you
I
haven't
see.
been in yet.
Yeah, he walks up to this room.
Yeah,
Flame base still ignited, and opens the door.
Alton and Scalar. Walking
Yeah.
away with him.
Yeah, you're wonderful.
Just put yourselves in there. That's fine.
Scale's gonna take off her gloves and like kind of just like put them, like wrap them inside themselves.
Yeah.
In case there's still poison on them, and put them in her bag.
I think in passing as they're walking along and she's discarding the gloves, Alton will sort of be walking alongside her and he'll say something to the effect of, sometimes it gets tiresome being so right all the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this room, when you go in, seems to be some sort of armory. There's dummies on the wall that have various types of armor, mostly sort of scale mail and leather and studded leather type sort of armors that are in keeping with the sorts of things that you've seen the Silken Will have. There's racks on the walls with short bows and crossbows and hand crossbows, short swords, all these sorts of things. All of them seem like the the normal types of arms and armor that you have seen them wearing. There are 2 rather large chests in the building, in the room, that seem particularly well put together.
Ooh,
Can I do just a quick
loot.
look for
Mhm.
obvious traps, strings, things like that? Something that might be holding a lever.
Is this the room or the chests that
coming
you're
from the chests in particular?
right? So you would do them one at a time. So do the one closest to you to begin with, and that's just a check for traps, which I think is with whatever your thief tool proficiency would be. Do you have? So dexterity.
Yeah, it's Dex, I think we've done Dex in the past anyway.
Yeah.
15.
Yep, you don't seem to see any traps or anything.
I think you'll point to that one and say, that one seems fine. Walk down to the one down here, I presume.
Okay. Whilst Alton's doing that one, does anyone else do anything, or are you just waiting for Alton to check them both?
Are there any doors we haven't investigated? I guess there's one.
At the moment, you've not investigated this one behind the chest that Alton's at, and you've not gone up here at the top of this walkway.
I'm gonna look for some valuables.
So are you going to open the first chest that Alton said was untrapped?
Yeah, I'll open that one while he's checking that.
He said with all confidence.
Yep.
Mhm.
And I confidently trust him.
Okay, roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Yep.
Unfortunately, that one was trapped, and it was a DC 16.
That is a handy dandy 12.
Ooh, that's a failure. As a fireball goes off.
Fireball.
A
Goodbye,
fireball
everyone.
trapped.
Fire!
Let's do another deck save.
No,
We all-
that was the dex save for the
fireball.
The fireball, yeah. So you obviously with your
Oh.
evasion, you'll take half
yeah.
damage.
Perfect.
Ceric will be in as well, and Garvin's probably within that. Alton,
Garvin needs a wake-up call, okay?
are you within 20 feet of that chest where you are at the moment, Alton? If you wouldn't mind while I'm rolling this.
Nope, he's 25.
Okay.
I did it on purpose.
Garvin is, sir.
So Garvin needs to do a dexterity saving throw as well.
What's the DC?
16.
16.
The odds aren't high.
26 points of fire damage, halved for anyone that passes, and half for scale, though she failed because of your evasion.
I failed. 26, you said.
Yep.
Holy shit, he succeeded.
Okay. So
Man, I thought he was bad at
13 points, just wisdom saves. 13 points of fire damage.
To Garvin.
Goes off to Garvin.
I think Alton would just look back at the smoke and the leftovers, essentially. He's like, that's my bad.
Make another dexterity saving throw. Not saving throw, but check for your other
Dirty
chest
20.
open.
I did it a while ago.
Yeah. This time you see what you missed on the last one, and there is just this tiny wee metal hair strip between the lid and the thing that is obviously the trigger for
So
trap.
I follow that to its somewhere where it can be slackened, essentially, and
Yep.
tie it off somewhere else.
We're just here sizzling. Like,
Basically,
Yeah.
I go ahead and
So it's one to detect it. It's a second one with the same DC to disarm it.
19, natural 19 plus 2, so 20.
Absolutely. So yeah, you manage to follow it and cut it and disable it. So this chest is properly safe now. And you see that in this chest, Alton, you open and you're probably expecting to see the usual crappy money that you have no worth for, although I think Alton's starting to understand that shiny gold equals jam, which is quite good in his books. But rather than treasure or anything, what you find in here is a slightly desiccated corpse. Roll me a nature check.
Actually, my nature's pretty good as well. So setting a natural 17 plus 5, 22.
Kind of looks like a shriveled up, dehydrated version of the Overgold that the Rakshasa just showed you what he looked like.
Yeah.
Close the lid.
So desiccated mummified essentially. It dried up. It's been here a minute, or it's been eaten of its innards. Something has gone down. I think Alton will sort of look back at Mara, who's probably smouldering right now in the
No,
smoke.
Mara was just outside the range of the fireball.
she's all good.
She's absolutely pristine.
No, I think Mara is kind of shocked as all this crazy combat shit has happened. They just entered into a room and Garmin was consumed by flame. Just kind of standing there like, who are these people?
The gnome will look up towards Mara and he'll say, "Daughter of Joaquin. Something you probably need to see."
Found him.
What's in the other chest that I opened that exploded?
Mara will
It's just
walk
another desiccated corpse.
off. It's the same desiccated corpse.
Well, this one was hit by a fireball, so
Yeah.
The first
Imagine-
thing you see there is lots of fragments of potion bottles that are contained within, amongst other things.
I get a handful and just slurp up all the soupy liquid.
Well, I'll put
Sticks a straw in.
Yeah, I'll put it to you players at the moment. Do you want me to do the rollings on the tables just now, or do you want me to wait until the?
I mean, I'm fitty.
Right. Okay. I'll just do it because it's one of these things. Where's my other
It's part of the
D10?
game.
Yeah, it's part of the game.
It's time for some rolling of dice.
It's time for some loot.
So, for
Let's get ready to roll dice.
because
Yes.
Cyril did his stuff first.
Yeah, I got a critty.
The Rakshasa.
Gotta be something good.
On the Rakshasa because it's just money
Yeah.
on him.
Yeah.
So you find
Yeah, blood and more. Mother.
900 gold pieces.
Yeah.
And 80 platinum.
Alright, that's a lot of money.
Now,
Wonderful.
what challenge rating do you think this entire dungeon amounts to?
12.
Tarask level.
Well, the Rakshasa was challenge rating 11 himself.
But for the whole dungeon, I'd say 12 or 13. Bro.
Yeah, I think that's
Loads
fine.
of drow.
11 to 16 is the same table anyway,
Yeah.
so...
And at one point, Mara turned over, so maybe that should also count. If she and Garmin was controlled, so I mean, that should increase.
Okay. So the first thing that you find in that chest is... Roll badly. 5 very, very beautifully polished egg-shaped pieces of obsidian that, Mara, with your appraisal, you can tell are worth 500 gold pieces each.
Exquisite.
Ready for-
Egg-shaped eggs. Just found a carton of eggs.
And the bird lays these eggs, man.
Obsidian egg. Raven eggs.
6 and 2. Right. You also find a scroll, a magical scroll, and an ordinary potion of healing. And
Should I just add these to the bag of holding?
up to you guys where you decide.
Because Styric found them, and I don't know if he wants to keep them.
No, I didn't.
No, Cyril, this is the thing that scales looting.
Oh!
Oh,
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh!
Yeah,
I
don't
only
think
got
Scale is
money.
going to be as quick to give you the eggs as Cyril.
So you find a large earthenware jug, what we would see as like a cider jug,
Pewter.
with earthenware with a a cork
then-
stopper.
Is there 3 X's on the side of it?
No, there's not.
Great trick.
Sorry. No, it's just an ordinary healing potion.
No, the jug.
No,
I'm writing these down, don't worry.
Silk and Woe double IPA.
You find another potion. Not one that
Unknown.
you've come across before, so unknown at this moment in time. And you also get it's another. This is not so much like a potion jar. It looks more like a test tube, and you just play with it at the moment. And it seems to be filled with oil.
Cool. So I got a carton of eggs, a jug of milk, a paper, and then a couple of apothecary potions. I went to the grocery store.
Yeah, he's got this little basket.
Yeah.
He's like, she's just like at a Whole Foods. She's just picking things out.
So the potion, the one that's obviously a potion, again when you jiggle it about a bit, it almost looks like swamp water. It's like muddy, and you give it a little bit of a jiggle, and it seems like, is that a fish scale? Little bit of a claw, a wee patch of hair floating about in the murk.
Gross.
That's delicious.
I'm more interested in the eggs. 500 gold each, you say?
Yes. And I rolled very badly because that was 3d6 and I rolled 5.
Oh.
5 eggs. That's not even a dozen. Can we just make it an even dozen? Because I'm not gonna.
Why would
get
you make it a
half
dozen
carton
instead of a
eggs.
half dozen? An even.
I don't wanna- Yeah, I'm not gonna get half a carton of eggs at a grocery store. That's just gross.
Call it a baker's half dozen and get 7.
I know a baker's dozen work. I don't think a baker's half dozen exists. Does it?
Whatever, man.
Oh, I want a cookie.
These are great.
I want a cookie.
Good to know.
Just-
Share with the chat.
Yeah, just bragging with your fucking cookies. Just.
So it's basically one of these like chocolate chip cookies, but it has hazelnut nougat inside of it.
Oh, I retrieved Richard from Garvin.
Okay, he was just chilling out on his shoulder. Like
Yeah.
he was like a pauldron.
Yeah, I pull up my tricorn. Richard crawls into it, and I put the tricorn back.
Nice.
Richard
Richard
is-
is used.
My hair.
So I think the last thing when we were doing that was Alton had beckoned Mara over to see in the chest.
But Mara went somewhere.
Oh, Mara, sorry, I hadn't noticed.
She lost her face.
No,
There,
I'm
here
still
she
here.
is.
I was just
Oh yeah,
not showing the chat that I was picking shit out of my note.
Oh, well, you just tell them all about it.
you but just
Fine.
tell them anyway. Yeah,
I have the evidence in the basket right next to me. If
Keep-
they want to see it.
keep the mystery, Terror. Keep the mystery.
Yeah. Less is more. good.
But if I just
Right. Well, come on. So Alton has asked you to come
It's like
over.
dealing with a
as
ferret
those-
sometimes.
Just
Mara will
make
walk
sure
over.
and tie the bottom of your trousers so he doesn't run up your leg.
Too late.
There's the other ferret. Okay. Yeah. So Alton, as you come over, he's like, "How much did you have for lunch today?"
Just
We had a pretty big lunch because it was with Jarlaxle. So he gave us a feast. Lots of raw food.
Shut up, Scale.
Shut up! Stop being a bitch.
Yeah. Ugh.
Just saying I was right about.
She's such a whore.
Sirik walks over as well.
I'm checking out my fat loots.
Mara will just look kind of angry and just determined. Can I roll a nature to see how long he's been gone? Since you've been gone.
I rolled pretty good nature.
I
I could probably
can't
just tell you.
wait for another time.
Thank you, Jabber. Did Alton know?
I rolled like
Bard.
23 on nature, so I probably know.
It's probably medicine though. Just check the body.
Well, not medicine-wise, but
No,
like, nature-wise.
nature as well. I think it's one of these things. Either of those roles would be able to tell how long a body was. You would imagine that this body looks like you would be expecting it was decades old. So
I
either
think one of the
either
sucky
it's not
faces.
him and it's been here a long time, or something else has happened to massively expedite the process.
Alton will theorize based on the sucky faces, and he'll say, "I think one of the sucky men did this to him." With that, there will be a flap, and Quill will come in and land on Alton's shoulder. Yes, oh, this is awful.
Oh shit. Oh, it's that gross, like, remember we were hit with like that necrotic magic with like the hit. It's probably something like that.
Well, it's him, I think. So should we grab him and get out of here?
Yes, I'm pretty sure it's him.
Let's go.
Yeah, let's bring him to his family.
Can we?
Mara will go and pick up some cloths, like from one of the beds or something, and she'll wrap him up so they can take him with them.
Can you talk to the dead?
Can I? I don't. I am all spelled out at this point.
No.
Tomorrow I might be able to.
You talk later.
Can I? Could I roll something to identify if I know that it's him?
He will have to return
absolutely.
to Neverwinter regardless.
I think that one would be a medicine check. And one thing I'll go back to scale is sort of, so as you're taking your treasures out of your chest, there's also like a sort of a black cloth that those things were resting on. And when you pull that back, there's also a huge hoard of gold and platinum as well. And I did roll that. You've got 19,000 gold and 1,300 platinum. You will have to take the chest.
Oh no, Scale's beginning to drag it out the door.
Yeah, really loudly.
Pulls a tarp over it.
Nothing to see here.
Yeah.
Just to screw him over,
To
just
leave
like
one of you behind. My boat does sail.
there's one of the bolts pop on the chest and it all spills on the ground.
Just arms full of it.
I did not catch what Alton said before. No, Quill said it.
Oh, Quill came in, landed, and just basically said that's awful. And then he said, "Well, we will have to bring him. Well, number one, that you could do your spell later.
Yeah.
Because we will have to bring him back to Neverwinter. It's his assumption.
Yeah. So,
And I think Alton will give you like a pat on the lower back, but as high as he can get.
yeah.
One of you check that door that was behind that chest over there. I think, Squid, you mentioned there was a door over here.
Alton pushes it open.
That's a distraction as I take this gold away.
It pushes open, revealing another corridor, which seems to mirror the one upside. Bear with me, and I've hidden it twice instead of revealing it. Bear with me.
Ooh, double hidden.
There we go.
Oh, so so it kind of looks like it loops back around.
Because you're all quite intelligent. Over here, I'm sorry. There's a door over there. Whoever you're pinging exactly, and it seems like there may be other rooms off it, but it seems to loop back to that doorway that you never went into.
I think Alton, as he has
some of the Drow came out of that door.
Yeah, I think Alton, as he is looking down this door, will sort of look back to Mara and to whoever's doing that with the square footage. Can they stop?
Yep.
He would just sort of say, as the door is just ajar, looking down another tunnel. Essentially, are we done here?
Believe so. Should we check down the corridor or just head back?
There's no point in leaving anything behind.
I think Alton will sort of look at the state of you, the state of Garvin, the state of everyone who's been through a pretty big battle, and say, I think getting the Overcult back to Neverwinter is more important than... Listen, we've routed the Silken Woe.
Well,
As far
Should
as
we
we
take
know,
the chance? I'll leave it up to you.
can't argue with that.
I just... And she'll stare at the body. I just want to know if there's any other chance.
You are going to roll a medicine check. Did you do so?
With this other dice that's not on the floor. 11.
Is Zurich helping me with the chest?
I mean, you're with 11. Yeah, you're pretty sure that's the overgold. It's
Does he have
it's
any
horrible.
markers, like a specific brooch or something like that?
Well, this body
Is naked.
seems to be naked. Yeah.
Old man balls just out there. She will go and get like a cloth to cover him up.
I think like Scales left the cloth that was covering the gold on the floor above, so you can go and get that and wrap it around the body.
Yeah.
It's not a problem.
The chest.
Scale?
I'm like 3 rooms away.
Yeah,
I can still hear you. You still hear the
gone.
chest? Where's the gold?
We out.
No.
You didn't know there was gold in there in front of
We out here.
I can smell.
She's
the gold,
literally
trust
5
me.
feet away from where she started.
No, Mara doesn't. No, she's
I think
focused on
that
the corpse.
what well, Alton's the only one there, but what sort of emotions are playing out on Mara's face? Because he was obviously the leader of your church in Neverwinter, but you also had a fairly rocky relationship with him as well.
I think that looking at Mara, she looks like she. There's a lot of sadness. Like she may have had problems with him, but it's not. She didn't want him to die, and now people that she likes is going to suffer because he died. And
Yes, because you're very, very fond of his wife and his son.
yeah, and now this is it's a personal tragedy, even if it isn't as close to somebody that she may have known very well. It's still somebody that she knows. Now, just in a fucking coffin and a shriveled husk. Like it's not just somebody has been murdered or died. It's somebody has died pretty fucking badly in this chest, and now she's just trying to keep herself together to get this corpse either resurrected or properly buried.
Alton's sort of just holding onto her skirts. And just as she's going through all these emotions, very deep within herself, Mara, did I
Yes.
eat somebody?
Mara's gonna put her hand on Alton's head. Yes, I'm afraid you did.
I see. I'm beginning to remember them. But I was a dinosaur.
That you were, Alton. You
Have
were
you
a
ever seen a
dinosaur.
dinosaur before? We used to see them in the Fae.
Do they eat people?
Oh yeah, they eat everything.
Okay.
They're the Fey equivalent of herring gulls. Well, I think at this moment in time, as sort of Mara sort of sitting pondering the corpse of the Overgold, and Scale and Cyric are slowly running away with all of the loot. I think let's pause there, have our break, and then we can.
We almost made it to the front door.
No. Just because I don't want you to go outside, because something's going to trigger when you go outside, and I want to have the break first before we get into
It's
all
going
of
to be
that.
Mara. She's finally going to lose her shit.
That's fine.
There's another
That's
16 Rakshasas waiting for you in the door.
Oh,
Ah, god damn it.
Well, you see, I mapped it out. That's about 32,000 gold in there. So with 4 of us, that's 8,000 gold each.
Yeah, if Scale were only that generous.
Yeah,
Or 16,000 between two of you.
yeah.
yeah.
16,000 gold. My God, that's 15,000 gold to share. What would you do with your share of 2,000?
Yeah, exactly. So let's over break, get a snack, have a comfort break, and all the rest of it, and be back in sort of 10 minutes time.
Bye.
Yeah.
See you soon.
Great.
Bye.